This emergency broadcast has been ordered by the U.S. Department of Civil Defense. An attack on the United States is underway from an unknown nation or source. Citizens are being strongly encouraged to stay indoors and turn off all sources of light. All government agencies and the military are on highest alert. It is recommended you take shelter in the lower or uppermost portions of your homes and away from any windows. Continue to shelter in place until an all-clear message is given.
Breaking news. Just moments ago, President Obama declared a state of emergency in South Carolina. The Army and the National Guard are being mobilized in what can only be described as a horrifying series of events.
Huge gangs of flesh-eating cannibals are attacking people indiscriminately across South Carolina. Police, fire, and rescue are overwhelmed, and they urge everyone to stay indoors, conserve supplies, and please, stay off the phones unless you are in a life-threatening emergency, as phone lines are jammed. Highways have been shut down, too, to try to stem the spread of these attackers. They are considered extremely dangerous, and we want to emphasize, do not approach them. This is just shocking. People are terrified, and we're just starting to make sense of just what exactly is going on. But there are tens of thousands of these people roaming the streets, terrorizing people, and literally eating people alive.
There are reports that these cannibals are the dead rising from their graves. They may appear badly wounded, scarred, covered in blood, yet they continue to lurch forward and attack. If anyone comes into physical contact with these people, they must be quarantined, as their victims soon turn hostile and begin attacking others in what can only be described as some kind of a mad plague.
We're just learning that some of the most affected areas are the cities of Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Somerville, and all of the greater Dorchester County area are heavily infested by the attackers. We want to emphasize not to approach these people, as they are extremely dangerous. And we're even hearing that they're not stopping when they're being shot or otherwise attacked. I know it's hard to believe, but everyone must exercise extreme caution. And we're even hearing that some of these attackers just yesterday were ordinary people, members of the community, family members, who all of a sudden have been overcome by this intense drive to eat human flesh. Okay. The Pentagon is reportedly saying that this is the result of a biological weapon that was being designed right here in Charleston by a defense contractor known as the Umbrella Corporation. Apparently they were messing around with a strain of the Ebola virus that somehow got out of their underground laboratory and takes over the brains and motor functions of its victims, which explains why these guys are so hard to stop. The virus spreads through blood contact, which also explains why anyone who's affected must be quarantined immediately. The only way to stop these people is by destroying the brain or severing the neck.
We don't know if there's an antidote or a vaccine, and can only hope that one will be coming.
Please stay with us as we continue to follow this developing story.
This emergency broadcast has been ordered by the U.S. Department of Civil Defense. An attack on the United States is underway from an unknown nation or source. Citizens are being strongly encouraged to stay indoors and turn off all sources of light. All government agencies and the military are on highest alert. It is recommended you take shelter in the lower or uppermost portions of your homes and away from any windows. Continue to shelter in place until an all-clear message is given.